Hey, what's up, everybody? We're going to be going over my bank and what my bank has in it. So, we're going to talk about that first off. Let's get started. So, some cool things about my bank is that it's been accumulated over the last 1.5 years. We're talking start of Wrath of Lich King around that time, um, pre-patch type time like that. To start off, we have our Alloon's Candle here. The Illusion's Candle is something that I got when I was doing the what was it? The festival type thing. Um, the Illusion's Candle is not that weird, but it does have 86 charges, and I keep on planning on keeping those. So yeah, that's that. We got a Bindings of the Windseeker. We all know where that comes from. Comes from the Molten Core and stuff. We have the Ancient of Nazadurum and stuff. So yeah, there's that. We got our Pexis shards from our grind for the ogre rep. Um, that and Iron Jaw wasn't that hard to get, I don't think. It was just a matter of doing it for about 5 hours to 3 hours in Iron Forge. I still have yet to get old crafty and stuff. We have Head of Nefarian, which is a quest that I don't think I can equip right now. We're gonna get that out here in a second. I know that I can't equip the Nixia one, so yeah. Those are just little trophies and stuff that I have in my inventory here. We'll see how many we can get of those. Um, we have the Double OX 17 TN Distress Beacon. This quest should be from Wrath of the Lich King before Cataclysm dropped, so technically, in theory, this is a unique item. That being said, the quest is the same, so we're just gonna look at it as a new item. Um, that being said, we got the Dar Dartol's Rod of Transformation. This has been removed from the game. This is like turns you into a Furbolg, or what do you want to call it? And Furbolg, or what do you want to call it? We also have the extra dimensional Ghost Revealer one. This turns ghosts into visible things around Strathome, Upper Blocker Spire, and stuff like that. Um, we have our Spirit Shards, which we've been collecting. We have 127 of them. We started collecting these back, I think, towards mid Wrath of Lich King because we were running the Raven mount. So we got a whole bunch of those. And then we got some more after that. We have the Banner of Provocation. This has been removed from the game. This allows you to go to the arena in the Blackrock Depths and challenge Thaldrin. I don't know if this is going to work still, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Apparently, you can use this item to summon untameable bosses and earn quite a bit of gold doing so for transmog. Another purpose: save this item forever. So basically, this item allows you to get items that are good for transmog and stuff. So you can probably sell that for gold. I don't know how well it'll work, but it is stuff that you can never achieve anymore unless you have this item. So Banner of Propagation is a very unique item. Of course, we have our Runed Eternium Rod, which acts as literally every single rod that you can use for enchanting right now, all the way up to Wrath. I have this rod in my inventory because I never know if I'm going to be going back to enchanting. So we have it in there, so we have every single rod up to Wrath. Saves us some gold. We do have our Librium of Vengeance. This one should technically be removed, but I'm not going to do it. It's a little bit of a unique item. Next up, we have our Skull Flame Shield. We have a titanium spikes on that. That's pretty cool. These usually go for about 9,000 gold on my server, or 5,000 gold on the regular auction house. So yeah, this is a really cool item to have. If you ever plan on sending a character in one spot while you're doing something on another account, like RuneScape or something like that, you can put your character in one spot enemies will attack it and they will die instantly and stuff like that. So, and you also get life back and 3% chance of stealing life for 2.8k life of energy. And then we have, of course, have our tanking solar guards from ICC. We have our really cool item here. I'm going to talk about this real quick. The Blessed Spalders of Undead Slain. This item really goes good with the tier 0.5 paladin stuff. I have a friend in my guild who does that for his mog, and he is pretty cool. I never got around to getting all my tier 0.2.5 done. I did get the Predator provocation. Another thing is we have our thing here called the Horseman's Horrific Helm. This is another item that's been removed from the game, just like the Blessed Spellers of that. This is a level 80 item, and we also have the level 200 item. We did have the 70 item, but we got rid of it for some reason. The Horseman's Horrific Helm is something really cool that I like to talk about. Because you can actually get every single helm for every release of the expansions, and all the way up to the point in which you can't get these anymore, basically. I don't know if you can, but you should be able to in retail. So technically, you can have all the same helm and have different levels on it. Pretty cool. We have a Sanctified Light Swarm Hand Guards. This is another tanking gear from and Retribution gear here for ICC. We have our Zandalari Freethinker's Breastplate. The reason I have this is because it technically can be used as a 0.1 second to Holy Light. So, in theory, you can equip this and get 1.1 second off your Holy Light. Don't know how well that works now with haste and stuff, but yeah, definitely want to look at it. Eventually, we have our Queen Azara's Dressing Crown. Basically, this was attained when I got my Server First Archaeology. Server First Archaeology was pretty easy to do. You just have to get 200 relics from every single thing in the that you can, and then you just turn them in all in with the first 5 minutes of the expansion. We, of course, have our Bloodsail Pants, which is a reputation gain thing. These aren't being detected apparently, so we're going to keep those in our thing. We also have our black tuxedo pants for our good old mob. We also have our vile fumigator mask thing here. This is from the beginning of Wrath, so we got that. We also have our hollowed helm. This is another cool cloth item that I'm keeping in my inventory. We have our Bloodsail Admiral's helm, just like the Bloodsail paints, so that's pretty cool. We have our Lucky Fishing Hat, which is another cool thing that we got from our Stranglethorn Fishing Extravaganza. We have not won it yet, but we will be getting other stuff from Lucky Fishing Hat, like the spools of thread or whatever it's called. That being said, we got a Crown of Festivals. We got stuff from the Fire Festival. We have our Hailscan Brimmed Hat, which is a cool hat for Hill's Bride. We got our Bloodsail boots, of course. We have our thing here that we do not need in here. I don't think I should be getting rid of that, but I will be keeping it because it says to. We got a Nomergon Drape. So this Nomergon Drape was removed from the game. It was attainable when the Operation Nomergon at the beginning of Wrath of the Lich King and pre-patch. This Nomergon Drape was pretty cool because you did a little quest line in Nomergon. So that's pretty cool. We got a Bloodshell shirt, of course, and our Defender Timbermaw. This was pretty easy to get. It only took me about 7 hours and stuff, or 5 to 7 hours. This allows you to have a call forth a Timbermaw, the ancestor to fight at your side and heal you. We also have our Medallions of Alliance that are no longer attainable. So basically we got that one and stuff. We also have our Stormpike Insignia, which is a really cool trinket that you can use if you're on the Horde side. I don't know if it still works, but if you're on the Horde side, you can actually teleport straight to the boss. You also have Medallion of the Alliance, which is the 200 level one. We have the Zandalorian Hero Badge. So I got the armor one because the armor one can actually still be used in some scenarios. and stuff. So that's cool. We have our Mark of Vindication. This is a chance on spell hit to restore 128 to 172 mana to the bearer. So technically, if you're doing AoE taking during Wrath or TBC or Cataclysm now, you can actually gain back mana with this in your trinket slot. That's a pretty cool trinket. We have Argent Warhorn. So this is basically, it summons an Argent Knight. This is also kind of like the same thing here with the Blessed Spellers of the Undead Slain. You'll never be able to get this again. This Argent Warhorn is able to summon something that's pretty cool. And then, of course, we have another wing stuff here, which is calls forth another wing ally to fight by your side and stuff. What else do we have here? Skybreaker Whip. No longer really needed, but it is cool to have, so that's cool. Does not work for players above level 70, I guess. So that's pretty cool. We have our Argent Tome, which is an AoE smite foe type thing from the undead invasions and stuff like that. Um, we also have our Bravo Peasant Caller, which is a thing that's been removed apparently. So it calls 3 servants of the house Bravo, Bravo, or something like that, and they basically fight for you. We also have our Monster Slayer kit here, which is something that we can throw one of many weapons into the Monster Slayer kit, and it'll basically cool stuff will happen. So that's pretty cool. We also have our Seal of Dawn, which is a thing that allows you to do a cushion of Scourge Stones on behalf of the Argent Dawn. I don't know if you can still get the Scourge Stones, so we might be able to try that out here later. We also have our Arena Grandmaster trinket, which is a trinket that's kind of like the Darkmoon Fair Arena, in which you have to get 12 so you can actually turn them in and get the trinket which I'm showing here. That's when it's acquired in Strange Florent Vip and stuff. We also have our Medallions of Alliance from past expansions. We have our Medallion of Heroism, which is a trinket that I kept because in theory this is going to be removed from the game, and as you can see, it has and stuff. Blossoming Branch. So this puts a rabbit costume on a target party member. I still have to use that, so that's pretty cool. We have a Dragon John's Never Ending Cup. So basically, this allows you to increase stamina with and reduces physical damage for 10 minutes. Technically, it's like a taking thing from Classic, but I like to keep this because it increases magical damage taken by up to 20%. So 20 amount, which is pretty cool. So you can actually see what the max amount of damage on something would be. You also have the Arching Dawn banner, which is another AoE. Basically, like it's like concentration and stuff, and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Overseer badge, which is something I kept because you'll never be able to get this again if you delete it after you've turned past friendly. What else here? We got our reduced fall speed trinket, which is really cool because it's just basically a trinket that does not require engineering, and you can reduce your fall speed. Pretty cool for arenas and stuff. This is a Tavard of Flame. This was behind a paywall and stuff apparently, so we had to get 6 months of subscription, which is something that I got, so we got that. We have the Tabard of the Explorer, which is a really, really easy Explorer epic level, kind of like Tabard. If you want to have all epics in your inventory, in your account, on your character, you can actually get this pretty easy. You have to fly around on all the zones and collect all the Northern Explorer stuff and the Cataclysm Explorer stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Of course, we have our Tabards here for things in. We have our Illyrius Guild Tabard. We also have our Tabard of Summer Flames, which is something cool that we have. We have the Purple Trophy Tabard of Illidar 2. We have our Scarlet Crusade Tabard. You can get this from killing the dudes that spawn after the armory last boss gets killed. I don't know if this is still attainable, but it probably should be. We have the Darnassus Tabard, which allows you to gain reputations in that. We have the Sons of Hodor one here too, and it looks like we have the Argent Dawn one, which has been removed. Cool thing about this one is you can only get this in the Undead event, so basically it's no longer in the game. Stormpike Tabard, which requires you to have a good amount of reputation or tokens. We have Knight's Collars, which is something you can get pretty easy for about 100 honor and stuff like that. We also have our Mantle of the Fire Festival and stuff like that. So we have another few more festival things here. So we have the festival vestments of the summer. Add some spark to your dance moves. Basically, it's a cool little thing you can do with that. I do want to mention that the opening of the Dark Portal thing is something I used to have, but that account was lost forever. So I wish I still had that to bar. Basically, we're gonna look at a festival, pink dress years. We got dresses and stuff for the festivals and stuff like that. Spring robes, elegant dress, all that stuff. We have our red winter clothes. We also have our everlasting underspore fawn. This should be still attainable. This is basically allows you to create food every 12 hours. It's kind of like the Bounty of Harvest one from the Harvest Festival, but I have two of those, which is pretty cool considering I can now make two within one thing. We also have the Heroes Band, which is another necklace from Zul'Grub. No longer attainable, but we can still have it. Let's see here. What else is there? It's nothing. We have our two books here that allows us to summon skeletons, in theory. We can now look at all of our things here that we get from the Argent Crusade area. The tuxedo type things like that. And we have the white tuxedo shirt. We also have the Nat's Lucky Fishing Pole. That's just kept because technically you can actually get that. So that's pretty cool. I don't think you can. Oh, yeah, I can. So we have the Lion's Lance. This Lion's Lance can be used to kill mobs that are lower level and can die in one shot if you hit it with your regular weapon. So technically you can equip this and do things like the mana ray, basically the ray type things over in the ogre area without killing the things really fast, and you can actually lasso them and get it for the quest. Basically, you also have the Green Brewfest stain. The Green Brewfest stain is at best a keg thing that's no longer attainable from the game. This is really cool to have because technically, in theory, you really can't get this anymore, and it allows you to like be cool and stuff because you have it. You also have the one ring that I have here. I was going to keep this until until I find somebody for it, but it never had happened, so we just equipped it. Anyways, spring flowers. Next, see a hide backpack. We'll see how many we get of those. We have the Horseman Bayful Blade. This Horseman Bayful Blade is something you can no longer tame from the game. And it summons pumpkins for the Hollow's End event and stuff. And then we also have our Saying Thursday, the Defector here. We're going to be eventually turning this into Saying Thursday. Basically, we can allow this to make a unique weapon that should technically give us an achievement or a status achievement. So basically, a feat of strength. We also have our Zulian Slicers for if we ever get our skinning for a plus 10 to skinning. There are other items in the game that are like this, but I'm pretty sure that they are daggers or swords. Of course, we have our Iron Foe. Iron Foe here is something that allows us to attack 2 times on an extra swing. So if you're ever killing low-level mobs and you need to kill them faster, you can technically use this. Of course, we have our Shadow's Edge, no longer not yet upgraded. We should eventually get that. We have our Sanctified Light Swarm things for ICC. Some more of that, more of that, more of that. Of course, we have our Ashen's Band of Endless Vengeance, which is our attack power ring from ICC. And then we also have our Jack-o'-lantern, which is an 18-bit slot bag. This is basically a zone drop. Basically, you can get this if you kill mobs. And then we also have our High Eternium fishing line for when we win the String of Thorn Veil thing and be able to attach that to our fishing pole. We have our Baby Spice, of course, and then we have our best in slot as by far no no other food will pass this. Especially if you ever have to like use a situation where we're like doing like 1v1s and somewhere I'll bring this. We'll see about what I'm gonna bring here later. But we also have our Sulfurous Haze and Ragnaros, which is an achievement for Feat of Strength. I got this for the guild, so that's pretty cool. We have our Griffin Rider's boots. We have our Light of Valoon, grants immunity from all damage and spells. So basically, we're going to save this for 1v1s. Hopefully, nobody that's really popular challenges me because I will win. Anyways, point B. Bloodsail Sash. Red Rider Air Rifle. This is good for attacking, what was it, critters, because it only does about 1 to 6 damage, or 1 to 8. Basically allows you to attack critters without killing them, so that's pretty cool. Apparently, you also have a way to recharge this now too, so that's that. And then we also have our Dark Moon Fair prize tickets. These prize tickets were obtained during Wrath. Basically allows you to get stuff that's really cool from the Wrath Dark Moon Fair and stuff. I cut these because these are pretty cool and you can no longer obtain them. I have about 815 of them. That's pretty cool. And then we of course have our Lucky Rocket clusters, which is basically a buff if you sit down a rocket launcher. It buffs everybody in the raid or in the area for about 300 stamina. I think it's about that, or 300 HP. Good tanking thing. Of course, we also have our Elder's Moonstone, which allows us to put a ring of light in a certain location, which is good for raiding during Wrath. We have our Nova's cloaking device here, which is a good invisibility thing. And then we also have our Head of Magnesia, which is no longer being used as a quest. Of course, we have our Circle of Flame here, which is a cool item, just like the Iron Foe from Backward Depths. We also have our Toy Windmill, which is something that's pretty cool, and stuff like that. And we also have our Weather Bean and Fishing Hat, and our Heated Tree and Spinning Layers. And basically, that's everything. We can also take a look at our Sun Touch Satchel, which is a thing from the Master Church Terrace, which gives us 20 slots. We also have our Papa's brand new bag, which is a thing for Forest of Souls, which will no longer be attainable eventually. So basically, we have all that and stuff. We also have our Papa's brand new bag type thing here. We also have a tattered hex cloth sack, which has been removed from the game. This is a 20 slot thing. And we also have a Pit Lords, of course, gigantic bag too. So basically, that's about everything that I've had. We can also take a look at our collections here. Our collections here have about this many toys and stuff. I'll just give you a quick overview of that and stuff. Not that very many toys as far as I'm concerned, but we do have it. We also have our heirlooms that we've been acquiring eventually. Appearances, we have about is there a way to do all these? So I have about like 1,000 basically of that. We are working on mogs and stuff, but we're not too worried about it. So that's that. So yeah, that's that. What else is there? We are currently sitting at 11,290 points. We should be able to get our points up to 310 over 11,000 here soon. We are currently ranked 24 or 23 or 25 right now in the server for achievement points. So if you have more of these, make sure you upload with the export to achievement stuff. That being said, that's about everything. Pretty cool. We have a quest here that we've completed about, yeah, we've completed about 5.8 thousand quests, so that's a good thing to help with the guild. We have an average to complete quests per day is about 3. Of course, we could have maintained that at 25, but we didn't decide to. Daily quests completed is about 2,000.8. And then we have a social here. Of course, we're going to cheer people on for 2,000 times. I wish it recorded sit commands because I do that a lot too. That being said, total deaths from other players about 3.8. Total deaths from opposing faction about 3.6. So I've died about 200 times from people in raids. Good, interesting thing to know. that being said, we got that. We got our professions here. So basically, we got a lot of stuff here that we've done. Total 5-player dungeons entered 1,300. Pretty good. But basically, that's about it. We got our tier 1 on right now. That's pretty cool. So that's cool. Thank you all for watching. That's been my update on my bank and stuff like that. We can consider this to be the weekly update for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed. Some pretty cool stuff that I showed you guys here. If you know anybody who has more, make sure you tell them to make a video or something, because that'd be cool. Thank you guys all for watching, and have a good one. Take care.